Hi, I'm Pooja.
Hi, I'm Charmaine.
These are our mentors and mentees from all over the world for GMFC 2022 cohort.
Okay. First of all, I would like to thank you for the opportunity that I've received as part of this program. It's been very enriching, and my experiences has been really, really good so far. My mentor is Roshan, and we've been, regularly meeting up. The first session that we had was pure gold because he just was, talking to me about the entire landscape of the domain. What are the different fields that I could explore? So it was more of, opening up my, view to the whole domain, what its offerings are. And more importantly, he pushed me towards understanding what I would really want to do, gave me pointers around it, gave me enough time to actually understand my interest areas and where I would probably align best. So that was really a very good session for me to begin with. As I went through the what I call as a self-discovery process in terms of what I want to do, it was really, really helpful insights that I received. So once we had that initial ice-breaking session, what really opened up for me was what really I wanted to do, right? And then how do I go about it, which is pretty much like setting up the next set of milestones and things like that. But during the self-discovery process, what was more important is Roshan highlighted that to get into the cybersecurity domain, it's not like you have to do everything there. You might already be doing that already, but not really being in that domain. So this is what he highlighted it to me, be it my prior experiences in product building with security as a focus or building a security-based product. All these experiences that I had was something there, but it's not something that I've been talking about as well. So this is what, Roshan helped me first bring forth and say that, these are things that you've been doing and this is something that you have to talk about as well, right? So when we started setting up milestones, it was not just about procuring certifications or enhancing my knowledge. It's also about talking about what I know, right? And then also building connects in the domain to, better enhance my knowledge. So there were like 2 tracks that he suggested to me to go to the next level as well. So this has been really, really good for me so far. And apart from that, be it the standards or the most popular certifications, and also the kind of information out there that is for consumption is so huge. So you can easily get lost in the details. So then Roshan helped me set clear goals, clear milestones in terms of where we start and where we go from there. So during the course of these 2-3 weeks, what we have done is break them down into some achievable goals, put some real good goalposts for us, and also KPIs that will really help me evaluate how good I am doing, and then also improve on that. So this is really helped me be a bit more disciplined as well, because when we are not really working in the domain and we are trying to do a transition, so there's always this challenge. One of the key things that Roshan brought forth as well is connecting to people within the organization itself who are specifically working in the cybersecurity domain. I think that's the most easiest access that you could get to the knowledge as well, apart from exploring outside the organization. So this motivated me to sign up for one of the initiatives within the organization where I can get to work with one of the groups that is going in for risk assessment for physical security and things like that. So this is like getting myself acquainted with what really it takes to be in that domain and work. So this has been my experience so far.
I would like to add what I just stressed upon. So our initial conversation was very interesting, right? Anupama has a wealth of experience. So it's not like she's just a newcomer. She has maybe more experience than I have in her field, right? And her field is so niche. It is into microprocessors and AI to some extent, I believe. She's a master in her field, right? What she does. And that was amazing to know. And I was trying to figure out how can we now bolt in cybersecurity into what she's doing. And then when she explained more about her team and how our internal organization is working, I said, see, cybersecurity is everyone's responsibility, right? You can become a cybersecurity champion within your organization. You don't have to look out. And that's how you can transition into the core cybersecurity domain within the organization. There will be requirements coming up. And if you put yourself out there, you'll be the first one they look at, right? If there's an opening internally. Externally, it's a bit difficult because they ask for experience, they ask for past in the domain. But once you get experience within your organization, then it's your game, right? You can build on your skill sets and get into that open arena where you can compete with other candidates. And the next thing I stressed on was your social profile on LinkedIn, right? Make sure it's up to date. And you have put in, it's your public profile, it's your resume to the world. I told her, get as many recommendations you can, because what have you done for the last 20 years, right? You must have won so many friends and done helped so many people. So definitely they owe you some recommendation. Get as many you can, or give as many you can. And also put all your experience out there. People look at that and add more connections, as many as you can, right? And that's one of the KPIs that we are going to target, basically. How many new connections have you got in the last week, right? So, and that will help her within Singapore, maybe, right? To maybe if there's a requirement, people will know that she's active in this field, she's interested, and that's how, you never know. She might be called in, hey, can you come join our organization? So all the best. Again, another thing I've noticed is because our lives are so busy with work, personal lives, things can go in the back burner. So it is important to have that document that we have again working on, to have some timelines and deadlines and try and meet it. I told her, don't put realistic timelines, right? You don't have to achieve everything in a month or in a year, because certifications are expensive these days. You can't spend or do like 10 certifications in a year. Spread it out based on your risk appetite, how soon you want to get into this industry, right? It took me easy 3 years to get into this industry. It takes time and effort. So take your time to spread it out and stick to it. You don't have to put everything in one bucket in 1 month and then procrastinate. That is worse than not doing it at all. So spread it out, but make sure you don't change that later on.